Out of every trading card game, Pokemon is by and far the most popular, but it's also one of the only games that doesn't actually have interaction during gameplay. The game is a lot like solitaire or chess, where each individual player takes their own turn to play a series of cards without any disruption. This of course is a lot different than card games like Magic the Gathering that has instants, which are basically spells that can be activated during your opponent's turn to disrupt them in some capacity, or games like Yu-Gi-Oh, which is arguably the most infamous trading card game well known for its disruptions, also known as hand traps, powerful cards that can be used during either player's turn to counter a player's action. And a while back, there was actually some discourse between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh players on Twitter, where Pokemon players and Yu-Gi-Oh players each thought their own individual games were a lot harder than the other, which led to the question of what would Pokemon be like if there were actually disruptions in the game. And today we're gonna put that to the test because we actually added Yu-Gi-Oh hand traps into Pokemon decks to see what would happen. Now you might be wondering, how on earth would you play Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Pokemon? But it turns out a lot of the core gameplay mechanics are the same. Drawing cards, searching cards, setting up, and a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh hand traps actually counter these exact things. So without further ado, myself and my friend Twix put this to the test. Let's see what happens.
We're good to go. Draw for turn.
Dreepy. Oh, you got a Ralts. Okay.
Okay.
All right, the classic matchup here. Before you do anything, actually, I'm going to activate my first hand trap, Dimension Shifter.
Oh
now,
my
for
God.
the next 2 turns, any card sent to the discard pile is instead sent to your lost zone.
That's insane. You gotta be kidding me.
So Dimension Shifter is one of the strongest hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh history. It can only be activated while you have no cards in your discard pile, meaning effectively only during the first turn of the game. And after it resolves, any card that's sent to the graveyard is sent to the banished zone instead. So in Pokemon terms, any card that's sent to the discard pile is instead sent to the lost zone, which is really powerful against decks like Gardevoir, which relies heavily on the discard pile.
Okay, God. That's actually crazy. Okay, I'm gonna play Artisan. I switch a deck for a Pokemon with that doesn't have a Roblox. Can I go with the rounds? I'm gonna attach this. Okay, I'm gonna play Ultra Ball. So these go in the lost zone. Activate Ultra Ball.
Thinking. Ultra Ball lets you search your deck. I'm going to respond with my Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. By discarding this card, it nullifies the effect that would search your deck.
I can't search.
Ash Blossom and Joy Spring is one of the craziest hand traps right now. This card counters any ability that would search your deck. So yes, I'm talking about cards like Ultra Ball or Professor's Research. By discarding this card from my hand, anytime a card like that is activated, it negates the effect.
That was a 3-for-1.
I just went -3 on that.
Literally.
Crazy. Okay, so Ultra Ball is negated. We're gonna activate Nest Ball. Go.
Draw. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Arven, add a copy of Buddy Buddy Poffins, and Bravery Charm. Arven gets banished thanks to Dimension Shifter, lasting 2 turns. Then I'll activate Buddy Buddy Poffin so I can put 2 more basic Pokemon on my bench.
Cracked.
Literally. So I'll put Dreepy and another copy of Dreepy.
This guy.
Banished.
Yep.
Then I'm going to activate the effect of your Artisan and place my 4th and final Dreepy onto the bench. Gonna attach my Bravery Charm to my Dreepy in the active spot, and then it is your go.
Okay. Gonna activate Professor Research.
Sure. The effective shifter has now worn off. Thinking on the resolution of that,
Yes.
I think I'm going to activate my Droll and Lockbird.
Oh my God.
Droll and Lockbird is a crazy card for any game that relies on searching, especially Pokemon. And by discarding this card after they add a card from their deck to the hand, including drawing or searching, it locks them out from the deck for the rest of the turn, so they cannot draw any more cards and they cannot search anymore.
So I cannot search or draw for the rest of this turn.
Correct.
That's insane.
What can I say? It's good for a reason.
That's insane. That's literally insane. Okay, so at least this doesn't prevent me from playing Nest Ball because this doesn't search its places.
True. I think I'm going to respond to that, actually. Thinking on the Nest Ball.
Sure.
In response to your Nest Ball, I'm going to activate my MAXX.
Oh my God.
MAXX might be Yu-Gi-Oh's strongest hand trap ever printed, and it's currently banned from the game. By discarding this card, each time your opponent special summons a monster, you get to draw a card. So in Pokemon terms, anytime my opponent plays a Pokemon onto their bench or into the active, including evolving Pokemon, I get to draw a card.
Wow, you failed to search, so I don't get to draw a MAXX. That's smart, actually.
Yes, I'm gonna fail to search. I'm not gonna search.
You played around my MAXX, okay. But it's still good for the rest of the turn, so any Pokemon you play this turn, if you're trying to evolve into Kurla, I will get to draw a card. So either you give me draws, or you end on a weak turn.
I'm gonna activate a Psychic on that one. Go.
All right, I'm gonna draw for turn.
The Droll Logbird put in a lot of work.
What can I say?
That's
called
crazy.
Droll
God,
Logbird
that's
for a
insane.
reason. It
Like,
locks
how's
you
this
out.
like Droll and MAXX? That's crazy. That's a lot of hand traps.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Jock, search my deck for 2 evolution Pokemon.
Okay, so that, yeah, I'm gonna ash this.
Ah,
I'm not letting you ash. You've been ashing me. I'm gonna ash you back.
that actually hurts. Well, do I even have any more basic Pokemon? I don't think so.
You can use this, by the way, if you want.
I can, but I don't have anything left.
You skipped my turn. It's only fair that I skip yours.
Let's go ahead and Night Stretcher. I'm gonna add back a copy of the MAXX here. Maybe buy myself a turn. Well, it says add back a Pokemon, so I guess, you know, monsters are Pokemon technically. With that, I'll pass my turn.
All right. Draw for turn. So I'm gonna activate Artisan.
I'll change my MAXX. The strongest hand trap in Yu-Gi-Oh history is staring you down in a game of Pokemon.
Yeah, I'll give you a card. That's okay. Just take it.
Draw. Oh, Badoo's coming in hot.
Okay, we're gonna retreat. Put the Badoo in the front.
Oh, I hate this
And
card.
then we are going to play Stretcher. And we're gonna recoup the Ash.
Add back the Ash Blossom?
Ash is really good. It's been really handy with this.
Oh man, I
And
can't
we're
play.
gonna punch you, so you can't play items. Go ahead.
I'm itchy. Draw. Wow, I literally can't play. I'm gonna pass.
Great, that's what I wanted to hear. Draw for turn. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. We're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere,
The hand
guys.
trap slowed him down, but the Badoo is slowing me down. Screamtail, sure. Card is ugly. I'm itchy.
I will attack and then I'll pass.
Draw. Finally, okay, I'm gonna evolve my Dreepy with my Drecloak. Then I will attempt to use my Recon Directive to look at the top 2 cards of my deck, add 1 to my hand.
I'm gonna respond with Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is basically gonna negate the ability of your Drecloak. Effect Veiler is also like one of the oldest hand trap in Yu-Gi-Oh! So anytime a player activates a monster effect, you can discard this card and the effect of that monster is negated. That means that anytime a Pokemon activates an ability, you can discard the Effect Veiler and put it in the discard pile, and you can negate that ability.
Okay, that does set me back. I'm gonna have to pass on that.
Great, that's what we wanted to hear. Draw for turn. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. We're gonna attack.
I'm still itchy.
And we're gonna pass, sir.
Draw. Draw. All right, I'm gonna attempt to use the ability of my Recon Directive once more.
Thinking.
Uh,
I will allow it.
Finally. All right, let's go ahead and activate Iono. Shuffle these back to the bottom of our deck.
Hold on, hold on,
Unless,
hold on.
oh yeah.
We got a response.
You got a
here.
response?
I do.
Oh.
I'm gonna ash the Iono. I'm not gonna let you draw me.
Oh
I took it back with the what's it called? The Stretcher.
yeah,
Remember?
I forgot. All right, I'll
Not
pass.
letting it pass. All right, come on. I need something good here. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good. I'm going to activate Professor's Research. I'm gonna discard my hand and draw 7.
Sure, why not? You're lucky that's not a cost to draw 7. Discard your hand. It's a cost.
That would have been crazy. I'm going to evolve Curlia.
There she is.
We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer to what we want. Tech. Go ahead.
Oh, the Badoo is so annoying. I hate this card. Draw. I'll use my Recon Directive.
Yes.
Evolve a second Drecloak.
Yep.
Recon Directive. Let me get that Badoo out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my boss's orders, and we'll put your Monkey Dory up front. Then I'll pass.
I'm gonna activate Ultra Ball, discarding this and Iono.
Sure.
And I'm
That
gonna
resolves.
and I'm gonna be searching the Guard of War, which is what we want to get things going.
On res, I'll droll.
Okay.
So you're locked out of your deck for the rest of the turn.
That really hurts, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna evolve the Gardevoir. All right, now that we have our Gardevoir online, I'm gonna go ahead and activate the effect and then attach energy.
Valor.
Oh,
Stop you
God.
for a turn.
My goodness, are you serious?
Yes. I can't let you get that online. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Well, that hurts. What else are you gonna do? Seems like you're pretty behind, if you ask me.
Yeah, I guess I'll use my second drag cloak to try and dig for more
I'm going to
cards.
respond with
You got a
Ghost
response?
Ogre.
Ghost Ogre?
Ghost
What?
Ogre. Ghost Ogre, whenever you activate a Pokemon's effect or ability, it destroys the Pokemon.
Oh
It sends it to the
my
discard
gosh.
pile. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. This card, what it does is anytime a monster effect activates its effect on the field, or if a spell trap that is already on the field activates its effect, you can discard this card and you can destroy that specific card. That means that anytime a Pokemon activates its ability, you can discard the Ghost Ogre into the discard pile, and then you can destroy and you can send to the grave that Pokemon instantly, basically KOing the Pokemon and getting prize card, which is absolutely crazy. The good thing about this card is that you can also use it on cards like stadium cards, and you can basically send that specific stadium into the discard pile. And since your Pokemon was knocked out, I'm actually gonna draw a card straight from the prize.
Ugh. And it was knocked out on my turn, so I can't even Pheasantipity on my next turn.
Cannot.
That is
You
actually,
cannot Pheasantipity,
wow.
absolutely.
Okay. Yikes.
Ghost Ogre is absolutely insane.
Well, you know what? Since I have a lot of Dreepies, I'm going to go ahead and activate a Night Stretcher, targeting the Dracloak, try and add it back to my hand.
I'm going to respond with DD Crow, which is gonna put your Dracloak in the Lost Zone.
Wow.
It is gone
Okay.
forever.
DD Crow.
It is
What?
gone forever. DD Crow. All right, so DD Crow is one of the oldest hand trap in Yu-Gi-Oh! Anytime someone activates a card from the graveyard or any effect, you can discard this card and then you can basically banish that card. Take that card and put it in the Lost Zone and it can't be retrieved.
Wow, put it in the Lost Zone as well. Okay.
So you cannot add it back to your hand.
Oh, that's annoying. All right, well, in that case, I think I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn.
Great. I'm going to draw for turn. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, so we're going to try this again. We're going to activate the effect of Gardevoir to attach an energy to Monkidori.
Sure.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to activate Earth Vessel. I'm going to search my deck for 2 energies, so 1 Psychic and 1 thing.
Sure, no Ash,
Now we're going to be able to attach a Dark Energy on the Monkidori. Going to put the Drifloon over here, so we already attached for the turn. Professor's Research.
Again.
I'm going to discard my whole hand,
Sure.
and I'm going to draw 7 cards. Okay, we're running low on resources, but we're still in the game, guys. We're still in the game. I'm going to pay the retreat cost. And then we're going to move Pokemon. Okay. We got the Drifloon up online.
Yep.
Then we will activate Gardevoir, and then we're going to attach 1, 2, and 3, 6 counters on Drifloon. Now we will use the Monkidori's effect. So I'm going to be able to move 30 from this one, and then we're going to be putting it on the Dracloak. We're going to be put 3 because of Monkidori.
Sure. Ouch.
Okay, guys, not bad, not bad, not bad. And then we're going to be evolving a Curlia on the routes. And then we're going to be proceeding to attacking the Dreepy. I'm going to battle the Dreepy. So I'm going to get a knockout, and I'm going to get another prize, guys. Things going pretty well over here.
Let's promote my Dreepy. Draw for turn.
What else do you got? Seems like we're off for another win.
Let's go ahead and
We're 2
activate
and 2.
Dracloak.
Dracloak, thinking
Does
on,
that pass?
I'm going to think on that one. Do I want to let you draw, or do I want to interrupt you here? I'm going to let the Dracloak pass. It's your
Wow.
lucky day.
Yay. Perfect. Just what I needed. All right, let's put this card back. Resolution.
No response.
No draw. Okay, we're in
Nope.
business.
You're good.
Let's go ahead and activate our rare candy so we can finally evolve the Dreepy into our Dragapult, signature monster in the deck. Or the Pokemon, I should say.
Ouch. Well, that hurts. Okay.
Then let's equip a fire energy to him so I can actually go ahead and jet headbutt for 70 on your Drifloon, getting the knockout and finally taking a prize card.
All right. We will move. The Badoo, because it has a free retreat. So I'm just going to promote the Badoo.
Yep.
Okay. And then we will draw for turn. Okay. So I'm going to activate the effect of Gardevoir. to basically... Oh, my
Ogre.
God. Wow.
Finally, getting some value out of this.
Okay.
That is not passing.
But that does not negate the ability, guys.
It does not.
Yes, so
it does not.
the ability still resolves.
It does.
So we will still put 3 on Screamtail.
Sure.
Our Gardevoir is gonna be knocked out because of the Ghost Ogre.
And they'll get 2
And
prize cards.
And he gets 2 prize cards, which is insane.
Insane.
Okay.
Potentially even more hand
We're
traps.
not out of the woods yet, but I'm gonna activate Night Stretcher and recouping the Gardevoir.
Hold up. I got a response to that. I'm gonna chain my Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion.
Wow. Now, Ghost Bell is very similar to the first one, which was Diddy Crow. Now, anytime someone activates an effect from the discard pile, whether that's like, adding a specific card or retrieving cards or whatever that is, you can just like discard the Ghost Bell and that specific card effect would be negated. Wow, I was not expecting this. I was counting on that Gardevoir to be back in the game. Wow. That's absolutely crazy, guys. It looks like we're going to be struggling a lot more than I thought this game.
We're in this.
Okay. So also going to be taking 60 on the Screamtail because of Pain. So this will basically punch for how much now? 120? 120, guys. Okay, so we're going to be... First of all, we're going to move the Monkey Dory to this one.
Yep.
So that puts him at 300. Okay. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how we're gonna get back into this game. Things are looking pretty rough for us here. I'm gonna activate Artisan, see what we have left that we could...
I'm gonna max C.
Max Seeing.
Might as well.
I'm going to fail to Banshee Pokemon. I will choose
Sounds
to
good
fail.
to me. I'm not gonna draw. Okay, sure.
I'll give you the draw here. And then we will put an energy on Kirlia. We will retreat. Put the Screamtail in here.
Yeah, well, Screamtail.
I'm going to, attack the Dracloak over here.
Ugh. All right. You're gonna knock out. You get a prize card.
I'm gonna get a prize on that one, and I'm gonna pass, sir.
Draw. Well, my hand is kind of useless right now because I have a bunch of useless hand traps. So let's go ahead and activate my Iono.
Oh, no response.
Wow.
That's
it
strong
passed.
enough. It
Let's
did.
go.
It is a tough game, guys. It's a tough game.
Anything on res?
Nope.
Let's go ahead and attack with the Jet Headbutt for 70, getting the knockout.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna take one more prize card. Down to 2 prize cards. Let's go. It's a pass.
All right, we're gonna go here. We're gonna draw for turn. What should we do here, guys? What can we do? What could we possibly do? Okay, I'm gonna activate the Artisan.
Yes. No max C.
I know.
This time.
I mean, this is the first time where it actually resolved. Never see it resolved before.
I mean, I got 4 cards in hand. You're not out of the woods yet. I could have any other hand traps.
Okay, we're gonna bench the Cleffa.
Hello, Cleffa. That's the one that was trying to come out this whole time, but Maxi was stopping him.
Pretty much. We will activate Secret Box. We are gonna discard our entire hand.
Secret box?
Yes.
Yeah, that passes.
Oh my god.
No Ash.
That got me swaying for a second. If you had Ashes, that was game
Ash
over.
would be a +3 on a secret box.
Okay, we're gonna add Stretcher to this. I don't think I really need the Artisan at this point, but it's also a good freeze card. I'm gonna add Professor Sturo.
I can't believe that passed. If I hadn't Ash, the game would have been over.
Okay, all right, guys.
Instead, I bricked. I got no hand traps.
We have to do something here. Things are not looking good. Okay, I'm going to activate Night Stretcher. Hopefully this will pass, and I'm going to target the Gardevoir.
Target? Yes, that passes.
Oh my god.
And draw my powerful hand traps. I think I used them all.
Crazy. Then we will evolve the Gardevoir, guys.
Yes.
We need to be back on the game. Yeah. Did I move from Monkey Dory this turn? I didn't, right?
No.
Okay. We will activate the Gardevoir,
Yep, no Veiler.
and we will attach as many energy.
You know, if I had a Ghost Ogre right now, the game would have ended.
It would have ended. It would have ended. I'm going to move the Monkey Dory 3 here. So that will put him at
50.
I'm going to punch for 190. So you have...
That is quite a bit of damage. So yeah, let's put that on the table.
I'll play the Gardevoir. Will carry me for the rest of the game, guys. This is the last string of hope that we have left.
Ugh.
Hopefully this will carry us.
240. All right. Draw for turn. Here goes nothing.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and activate Arvin to search for a tool and an item.
Yeah, that's fine.
No Ash. Okay. Whew. Ash check.
Ash would have been amazing here, guys. Ash and the Arvin would have been amazing.
Let's go ahead and add Urza and Vesso and Rescue Board. So let's go ahead and activate Urza and Vesso, discarding one of my Ultra Balls to add a copy of finally, the Psychic Energy that we needed. We'll add 2. Let's go ahead and attach a Psychic Energy. And let's go ahead and attack with the Phantom Dive for 200, but I also get to deal 60 damage onto your bench Pokemon, so we can do 30 to Cleffa and 30 to Badoo, which is exact game.
It's game.
The hand traps got us there.
Guys, we were so close.
It turns
we were
out
about to wipe the whole prize cards for next turn, but
look at all these hand traps. It turns out whoever has more hand traps wins the game. So these are very impactful in the game of Pokemon.
Well, there you have it, guys. You know, these hand traps came in really, really good for Squiddy over here. He really overwhelmed you with Ash and MAXX,
Droll, BELLE, Ogre.
So there you have it, guys. It turns out hand traps would be just as impactful in Pokemon as they are in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it really changes the dynamic of the game, making you rethink a lot of your plays and resequence a lot of common sequences you'd already be used to. So if you guys want to see a follow-up video with more hand traps from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because yes, there are a lot more hand traps, let us know in the comments below. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time.